Welcome back to United Irvine Church podcast, and we have the pleasure and privilege of having Rosie McLean with us this morning. Rosie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And what's the summer been like for you?
It's good. It's good to get back on my bike, get out in the sunshine, working away through most of it, but it's nice to see it. Something other than rain.
Excellent, yes, indeed. And we've got the historical question. If you could travel back in time and meet someone in history other than Jesus, who would it be, or who would they be?
I'd have to go with David, not King David, Child David. I'd love to go back.
Or Teenager David, maybe.
Teenager David, yeah. Yeah, when he's out in the wilderness with the sheep, he's full of heart, he's full of song. I would love to have sat there and just watched and listened to him. Obviously, somebody else with a lot of heart, with William Wallace.
Oh, yes.
I would love to go back because he was just full on heart for Scotland. So,
yeah,
I would jump back and forth.
And when you see William Wallace, to see Mel Gibson, who do you see?
I do actually, yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played that really well.
He played it well, didn't he?
He did, he played it well.
As you say, with lots of heart.
Mm-hmm.
And Rosie, we have been getting to know you at Fullarton ConneXions over these 9 years, or 8 years maybe, or you tell us, how many years has it been, and what brought you, what drew you in?
Well, I'd never heard of Fullarton or ConneXions at all. It was a while back, 9 years ago, I lost my husband, he passed away, and I was lost for a long time. And it's strange to say that it was just off by hand. I just started watching this film, and it was a Christian film. I had no idea, and I loved it, and I started watching more, and they were all true stories, and a lot of them had music in them, so that led me to Christian music, and I just started listening to Christian music. It started through COVID, so I did start watching some churches online, and I wasn't too keen, but I started singing in my work at night time, and it was the Christian songs, and there was a lady in my work who goes to Fullarton, a colleague, Elaine, and she heard me singing them, and she asked me if I went to church. I said no, and so she explained about the Alpha course, and I said, I'm quite happy to give that a go. So she gave my name over to Joan and Alan Campbell, and I started that. Absolutely fantastic. I'd do it again if I could. Loved it. Everything just seemed to fall into place. And then Joan offered to bring me into ConneXions after it opened up after COVID, which was very nerve-wracking. But yeah, I went, and you haven't been able to get rid of me since then. So I just started volunteering and with tea duties, the creche, grub and gospel. I loved that. Did some volunteer caretaking, and before long I was offered an evening job there, doing cleaning and caretaking. And then just went from there, and it just kind of exploded, and I love the church, I love the people. It's not like the churches that I can remember from when I was small at school. It's not like the churches I've seen online where it just reminded me too much of what I didn't like about going in the younger days. But going into Fullarton, it's a very diverse people. It's relaxed, it's fun. Use the word informal. I enjoy going. I love it. And yeah, I've just never left. Started doing all the grow groups. That was before I started Fullarton full time, where I became the 3 C's, the catering, cleaning and caretaking. And that's been going on for a while now. So yes, you just get my foot in the door and you couldn't get rid of me after that. So.
And it's wonderful. It's wonderful. You've got such a heart for people and for ConneXions and what it's all about, helping people experience the love of God and come closer to Jesus, which is marvellous. But tell us a wee bit about, the steps into the church, did you watch things online first to test and see what you might be letting yourself in for? How was that? Because it's quite daunting for folk coming around. Was it Alpha first or
It was Alpha first.
Yeah, so that was a great step towards.
That's an amazing step. That's something I tell everybody: do the Alpha course first, or even go into church, but still focus on that first. It explains so much. A lot of things I didn't know before. A lot of questions were answered. So
it's a safe space for curiosity and questions.
Very, very space. Yep. And Joan and Alan, they are amazing at presenting it.
They're
absolutely
great.
Amazing. You just you feel wanted, or just straight off the back. No matter who you are, what shape, form, or size you come in, you're accepted, and it's a great feeling. And I just wanted more and more. And I came into ConneXions the first time with Joan, and she was showing me about, and it was very nerve-wracking. Into Fullarton. And it's just one of the buildings where it's like the TARDIS, very small on the outside, and it just develops into all these rooms. So I was very bewildered to begin with, but as I started meeting people, they were fantastic. They were great. It was as if I'd known them for years. And yeah, I really desperately wanted to be part of that. It felt like that's what I'd been looking for since I lost Barry. It was something missing. And that feeling was fantastic. If I could give it away, if I could just give it away to people, I would. It's amazing.
And was faith, hope, this fresh love, was it something you caught, or you were taught, or both, or were there moments, or a moment where you thought, right, I'm committing here, I'm stepping in?
I think it kind of creeped up in me. I mean, I've come from a very diverse background. I've got, Catholics and most of my family, but we never really practice anything. I was baptised in the church and brought up that way, but we weren't practicing, so it wasn't a daily life thing for me. So when it did happen, but for years and years I read lots of different books. It's as if I was searching for something. Back then I didn't realise that. Looking back, definitely searching for something. I read about a lot of religious history, things like that. But my husband was an atheist. So I had a lot of his impact in my life as well, which is why I don't think I kind of stretched out any further than that. But yeah, it definitely creeped up on me before I realised, that's it. That's what's missing. I don't feel the way I used to feel, like a longing for something. I felt good. I felt great. I felt, for the first time since losing him, I felt at peace, content. So
there's a peace, a calming, an assurance that everything's going to be all right.
Yeah.
And a purpose.
Yeah. It's one of the feelings where you just smile. Just because that's how you feel. You just smile. You can't help but smile. And you know that there's so much more down the road for you. And it's like you just can't wait to grab it. You just can't wait to see what's next. So I just dived in and just kind of went with the flow. And I meet so many people every day. They're amazing, absolutely amazing. We have like our usual volunteers down at ConneXions, and they are the best people you'll ever meet. They're amazing. Still need more if anybody's fancies. We went down to ConneXions to help out. But I'd say the people's a big part of that. Meeting them, talking to them, being there for them, listening to them, it's me. I feel like I'm at home.
You love being there.
Yeah, I used to always feel like that at the school when I worked there. I was a nurture practitioner, and that's what I felt when I was helping the kids. I felt like that's me. I couldn't see myself doing anything else. So it was a big step going to Fullarton full time. But it didn't take me long to find that, no, this is just another part of what I used to do. I'm still here for people. I'm still chatting to them, still listening to them. It's doing what I can.
You're sharing the love.
Great.
Sharing the love of Jesus.
That's exactly it, yeah.
It's great, and you put a message on the board on the way in for folk to see.
Yeah.
That's great. Tell us some of the messages that you've put up there.
I usually jump between just encouraging messages,
Yes.
make people smile, a lot of visuals, little cartoons or drawings, and then a lot of Christian messages.
Yeah.
Basically, it's to make people, some people come through your doors and they're not in the best place. So for them to see that straight off, to say that they matter, they're loved, they're welcome, tell them it's all right to feel like that. It's okay not to feel your best. Sometimes just to get that wee smile from them when they read it and when they look at it, that's all that's needed. We've started to branch out and let the volunteers put messages up, and that's a two-way thing. The volunteers they're feeling really good about it, about putting that up there and making other people feel the same way. So it's like a two-way thing. So, and I think everybody thinks that it's there for me. It's not. If anybody wants to put anything up on that board, any message for the week for everyone to look at, they're more than welcome. It just has to be positive, encouraging.
Yeah. So you embody you know very much it's you, as you say, connections. You're a people person. You love meeting people. You love sharing and bringing folk on, and your purpose in faith, hope, and love in Jesus has drawn you out in that. You've got a servant heart. So you sound as if you're buzzing.
I really am. Yeah, and I still get to wear some costumes, which is the best bit about it.
I saw you in a Pudsey Bear type costume the other
my
day.
big bears, yeah. Yes, I like my costumes. Yeah, it's just another way to make people smile, isn't it?
Absolutely. But I'm sure that, you know, you've described your bereavement and loss, and you came off your bike as well, and you broke your hands.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You've been through a lot as well.
That was worth it though. Come on, butterflies.
Come on, tell me. How's that worth it?
Because everyone says you won't be looking about you when you cycle now. Yeah, well, that's what you do. I've been a lovely butterfly. I just should have been focusing where it was going instead of on the butterfly. But the strange thing is, when I've been back on my bike after my second operation, I haven't seen any butterflies on the way to work.
Is that right?
Yeah, I've seen hedgehogs, but no butterflies. So, still time.
Good for you. Well, that involved a lot of patience and perseverance as well, and things are not entirely straightforward for you even now, I suspect.
No, not at all. No, I'm still healing. I'm very grateful to Ashley and Esther and that, because they let me come back way
You're the
way
coordinators
early.
at ConneXions, or
They
have
are.
been. Yes,
They are, sorry. And they let me come back before I should have really been back, because that's where I wanted to be. That's where I wanted to hang out. So for, I'd probably say mental health purposes, not being stuck in a house. So I would go over, they would just tell me not to do anything. So I started going online and looking for online courses to better understand the groups that were coming into ConneXions, because we have a lot of support groups, and they're absolutely amazing. They really are. The people, the courage they've got is huge. So I started trying to learn a wee bit about what they were going through, so as I could understand them more. And so it was absolutely fantastic. That time I had coming into ConneXions, seeing all my friends, seeing all the groups, and being able to get all this new information before I really properly started back was fantastic. So I would never have found that information out if I hadn't have fell off my bike. So see, there's a purpose.
Yeah, you're finding opportunities through it all. God works together, all things for the good of those who love Him.
Yeah.
Yes, and He loves us so very, very much. He's the great recycler. Brilliant. And how has your faith, hope, and love in Christ impacted your family? What have they noticed? What have they noticed, or how has it influenced you in that realm?
Well, my family's they're very happy. They're quite happy. My mum used to say something to me years ago that she says I lost the smile in my eyes when I lost Barry. She says you smile, but I can see in your eyes you're not really. I'd like to think that's all there. I think she's probably a lot more content now because she knows I'm a lot more content, more at peace. I mean, she moved towns to come to be close by to make sure we were all right. She didn't tell me till much later that Barry asked her to make sure I was okay. So she's always been there, and she understands, and we can talk about a lot of things because my mum was raised a Catholic, so we can talk about a lot of things. And I can see it affecting like my family a wee bit because my nephew, I've had him into church. He believes on his own wholeheartedly in Jesus. He's just been going through heart surgery, and he's took all the wee bits and bobs that I've gave him in with him, his wee prayer blanket, everything in with him to get him through that. And hopefully he's going to be back at church real soon. And I've had like, my daughter asking me questions. So I'm hoping it's all sleeping in because they know me, I'm playing my Christian music. I'm quite upfront to answer any questions that they ask
You're
me.
very open about your faith.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that's all going to seep in there. Plus, God knows me. He knows I ask him every night to help get my family closer, especially my kids.
And your grandkids.
And my grandchildren, yeah. So I know he's working on it.
Yeah. You trust him into his care and you love them.
I do, yeah. There's a wee... it's for Proverbs 3, 5-6, I think it is. First popped up not that long ago when I had to make a big decision at work about the voluntary redundancies, unfortunately. But there was a book in my bookcase that fell down, and they never ever do that. And I picked it up and opened it up at the ribbon, and it was Proverbs 3, 5-6, and it was trust in the Lord with all your heart and not lean on not your own understanding. So that got me through that decision at work, and that's just something that keeps coming into my head constantly. Whenever I feel like I need to make a decision, I just keep that in mind and I follow that.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it all up to him.
Yeah, trusting in the Lord. He's able. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's great. And tell us about, you mentioned voluntary redundancies there. It's been quite tough at ConneXions lately with us having to budget with increased costs and not as much funding from trust funds coming in and not as many volunteers as we used to have. Tell us a wee bit about how that's been working.
Well, it was a big impact to start with. We never seen it coming. And we were, when it first started, we were always kept updated on it all throughout. And it was a big decision. We had all of us, we had to all think about the situation, about where we went from there. And there was a lot of worry, just constant, a lot of what do we do? do we stay, do we volunteer to go?
Mm-hmm.
And we're all a family down there. I mean, we all think one another. So there was also that side of it. Well, if I take it, will that make sure my friends are okay?
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of that going on. And unfortunately, we did lose some really good people. Hopefully not altogether. They still come in and visiting. But we did lose 3 people that were part of always will be part of the ConneXions family. But that put us through quite a lot of stress and worry. We're now at the other side of the redundancies, and we're still hoping that we'll get a lot more volunteers. And we have had volunteers coming in. They've been fantastic. They're amazing. But we still need a lot more. The staff that are left, we do feel the loss of the other members of staff. We do feel that. And I suppose we will do for a while. We're trying to pick up in all the extra bits that's needing covered round about.
The gaps.
The gaps, yeah. But we're getting there. We're a strong bunch, and we will get there. As long as we've all got the same goal in mind, and we all work at it as a team, then we will get there. Change isn't always bad. And the people that have left are doing fantastic just now. They've kept up with them, and they're really enjoying what they're doing.
That's good. And there's a great atmosphere in ConneXions that people feel, I think, even when they walk in the door sometimes. There's just that sense that there's a peace, there's a presence, God's presence. I'm sure many people have said that to me. And if people were listening to this and thinking, well, how could I maybe join in? What are the volunteering roles that people can join in with?
Well, just about anything. There's a cafe which is on 3 days out of the week. There's always roles in there.
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, yeah.
Yeah, 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock we're open. There's the cleaning. We need a lot of people to help out there. Caretaking. There's some nights that we're really struggling to get people in to caretake. Even just coming in and just helping out wherever they can. If it's a wee hour here or there, that's absolutely fine. If they want to come in and welcome everybody in the door, that's absolutely fine too. So there's so many things, and I know there's probably a lot of people out there that are sitting thinking, oh, no, that's not for me, I probably couldn't help. Yeah, you could. Even just coming in and chatting away to everybody, anything would help us out immensely. And we do have the best volunteers in Scotland, I know we do.
Yeah. And thinking about the journey into faith, hope and love in Christ and church community, you talked about that yearning, you talked about Alpha being a huge help in answering questions and helping you closer to Christ. You talked about home groups as well, that we have seasons of growth in autumn and in spring, where we encourage folk to join together in groups. You've been involved with some of them, and you've been involved in a grow group, as you said as well, that's specially helping and encouraging people to understand who we are in Christ. You learned more about your spiritual pathways. You mentioned worship in particular. There's one of them that you just love. Praise music and joining in, and you clearly have taken responsibility for your walk with God, and that's always what we're wanting to encourage folk to do, is to take seriously and discipline ourselves in the walk, in the way with Jesus. What are some of the disciplines, and I imagine including joining with God's people in praise, that have helped you and help you to grow and to go with Jesus?
Well, the groups are certainly a great big part of that. Always joining in wherever you can. Sometimes work makes it harder, but they're always a great help, because you're there with other people who's thinking the same thing as you, want to ask the same questions as you. They're amazing. There's the Bible apps keep me going. every morning. I have the Bible app, and I have my Bible sitting down the stairs now because I would always try and get into it and read it before, and life would take over, work would take over, and I would never really get a chance. Just now I'm studying outside of work, so I've got it sitting there right next to my study books. So when that gets too much, close that, open my Bible, and I've started reading a lot more of that, which is working out fantastic. For me, a lot of it is outside, just going out walks, going out hikes, just being outside. For me, it makes me feel closer to God. I love the outdoors. I've still got this great big dream, outside church.
Yes.
Never know what might happen.
Forest Church or something like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
Can you imagine it? It would be amazing.
Yeah.
So I might see that dream in my lifetime, you never know. But yeah, that brings me closer to God than anything else. And then it's the music. I know that might not be the same for other people, but the music is the same. It's amazing.
It lifts your heart.
It does.
Draws you out.
Food for the soul, they say. But yeah, it's amazing. And that plays a big part in it. I do watch a lot of documentaries and a lot of films. Christian explains a lot of things to me that I didn't know before, or I thought I knew until I watched it. And then there's the books. Whenever I get a chance, I've got a lot of books I read. What's so amazing about grace, the leap over a wall, I love that book. Things like that, and ConneXions has lots of books for people.
Yeah, there's a wee library there.
Yeah, just to pick up and go and have a wee look at their own leisure, bring it back. So I think it's just constantly searching, constantly learning. You never get to that stage where you sit and think, right, that's me. You don't. You keep going. And through life, you do have those down times where you think, no, there's far too many bad things happen. This can't be right. But you've got to keep looking up, all the way up. You've got to keep that in mind, that it's all for a purpose, that it will all work out. And it does. And I didn't realise that at the beginning, but it does. It always works out. That's his job. He's pretty good at it. So it does work out.
That's good. God's pretty good at his job.
Yes, he's really good at it.
And maybe one last question: your hopes and dreams and aspirations for Fullarton, for Fullarton ConneXions, which of course is a place and a people.
Yeah. It's like church is a people, not a place. Well, to be honest, it might sound a wee bit too much, but I think we're on the verge of something. The way I look at it is we're on the verge of something amazing. We're just struggling to get there. But it's like I pray every night and I say to him, help us shine a light. And it's going to happen. We are going to be the biggest light shining on this side of Scotland. We just need other people to think the same way. They put everything else aside and just think, love, peace, God, Jesus, all that. Put that all together, we can do something absolutely amazing if we all just get together and get stuck in. So I can see, I'm not entirely sure what it is yet, but I can see something amazing coming. We just, as long as we all have that same goal in mind, we're going to get there.
Yeah.
So I do understand that some people are a bit wary, but
sure,
we'll get there.
Yes. Oh, well, that's so hopeful and aspirational and prayerful and amen, sister.
Oh, thank you.
It's lovely to hear. And thanks so much for sharing with us and joining with us. And friends, make sure you look out for our podcasts. Follow us, subscribe to us, United Irvine Church of Scotland, and look out for the next podcast. Thanks so much, Rosie. Bless you.
Thank you.